Lira Stormraven. In the heart of the clockwork city of silent bells, the streets hum with the steady tick of gears and the soft toll of bronze bells. Lira Stormraven, the Night Watch herald, walks the high terraces each night, her cloak fluttering like a dark flag. She watches the lanterns bloom, checks the winding locks, and greets the watchful statues that line the cobblestones. Her routine is precise, her steps measured, as if each night were a verse set in iron. One windless night, a sudden clang shatters the usual cadence. A massive gear, ancient and unlubricated, grinds to a halt deep in the city's core, its silence echoed by a sudden crack in the sky. The disruption spreads like a shiver, and the bells falter. Lira feels the weight of unsettled silence, and knows she must leave the safety of her patrol to investigate the source of the disruption. She descends into the lower vaults, where the air smells of oil and rust. A block of stone, bolted to an ancient conduit, blocks her path, dripping cold water onto her boots. The obstruction is a reminder that the city is not merely metal, but a living tapestry. She learns that the halted gear threatens the whole city's rhythm, and that failure would mute all the bells' song. In the dimming tunnels, she encounters Garen, a copper-skinned mechanic, and Maya, a mute clocksmith who speaks through ticking. Together they trace a broken conduit of light. New obstacles appear, flickering lanterns that mislead, and a swarm of tiny cogworms that gnaw at the foundations. As they work, Lira feels the city's pulse quicken, and the conflict deepens. Just as they rejoin the main gear chamber, the floor beneath them gives way. Lira and her allies fall into a hidden chamber, the heart of the city, where an ancient, long-forgotten clock face spins backwards. The revelation snaps the night. The city's time has not only stopped, but is beginning to run in reverse. This reversal forces Lira to abandon her watchful calm and embrace a new, urgent purpose. The reversed gears threaten to pull the city into darkness. Lira sees the hands of the great clock dragging backwards, and the bells grow silent. In that low point, her own lantern flickers out, leaving her in near darkness. She feels the weight of failure, as the clockwork city threatens to collapse into untold quiet. With resolve hardening like steel, Lira rallies Garen and Maya. Together they realign the gears, manually turning them forward. Lira climbs to the towering bell tower, her hands gripping the cold iron, and pulls the main pendulum into a slow, steady swing. The bells ring anew, the cadence rebuilding, and the city's breath steadies. The bells' resonant tones fill the street once more. The clockwork city breathes a sigh of relief as gears chime in harmony. The broken conduit is repaired, the flickering lamps regain their glow, and the tide of reverse motion recedes. The night watch is restored, but not unchanged. The city now hums with a faint, new rhythm. Lira returns to her nightly patrol, but the world feels different. The bell's chime now carries the echo of her struggle, an added note of resolve. She pauses at the high terrace, watches the moon's silver glaze on the city's brass plates, and reflects that a watchful heart can shape even the quietest of clocks. The new normal is a quiet strength, a promise that the night will always be watched.